What's poppin', people? SSJAipom here with another thank you video, and this time I'm officially thanking you guys for sticking around and helping us reach 500 subscribers. I have a channel update at the end of the video, and I'd appreciate it if you guys did stick around, so you just know what's going on in the future. By no means is it a super impressive number on the YouTube landscape, but it pretty much means so much to me because of how I approached becoming a content creator in the first place. I never claimed to be the best at the game, and in most cases I'm not too competitive at all. There was once a time when I was an admirer from the sidelines, and I would just watch back when Xenoverse 1 came out. I would just watch people like Rhymestyle, Jadantastic, SiriX, you know, stuff like that. And one of my biggest regrets was not starting up content back then, to be honest. I don't know what held me back, but I felt like there were already enough content creators doing what needed to be done for the game, as far as basic tutorials to unlock guides, and etc, etc. I wouldn't have wanted to oversaturate YouTube with even more content that no one would be watching, you know? Fast forward to the Xenoverse 2 beta about a year later, and I enjoyed the game so much I felt like sharing the footage with anyone who would watch it. I just said screw it, and I just sent the clip that I had to Rhymestyle on Twitter, and he responded. And there were a bunch of positive reactions to the clip and in the mentions, and I really did like that feeling of putting something out there and getting a positive reaction, you know? So it was definitely back then when I decided I wanted to get better at the game, and more importantly, to take making content seriously. I snooped around and looked for all sorts of guides and tips and whatnot to play at a higher level than the average casual player, and to be honest, they were very, very rare. It seemed like no one who reached a higher level of gameplay was willing to share what they learned or how they got there in depth. It was more so flashy combo showcases or exploits, and of course that content is entertaining, but for my own growth, I wanted to get better myself. So to this day, I don't really watch anyone outside of Rhymestyle or some of even you guys that I've met since starting the channel. Not as an elitist or anything, it's just that there's so much useless or lacking content that I myself can't enjoy or support because it's not too helpful. It's just like really, really opinionated or, you know, very clickbaity. And I ended up coming across Decidia stuff and Cold Sly's content, the earliest I'd say in terms of smaller, helpful YouTube channels. And I say smaller in the sense that they had less subs than, say, Rhyme or SiriX at the time. And I love their content, and I finally got my first glimpse of what that upper or top tier gameplay was like. I took the biggest inspiration for how I wanted to approach the game from Decidia, and learning that he came from a fighting game background made me want to get better at fighting games in general to approach Xenoverse in a similar way. That's why so many of my tips come to you guys from the perspective that if you can do it in a fighting game, you can probably do it in Xenoverse, because I researched fighting games before taking Xenoverse a little bit more seriously. You can see the way the playstyle shifted from the very first videos to how it is now. I'm a lot more dangerous behind the controller, I have to say. Just you know, just saying, just in case, you know, right, yeah, but now, before Xenoverse 2 came out, I hardly played anything outside of, say, Dark Souls 3 or DC Universe Online, and when I did take breaks, it surely wasn't to play any fighting games. Like, I'm trash at fighting games, or I was trash at fighting games back then. I'm picking them up now. I have to get a fight stick soon, but it was definitely a journey I had to start from the beginning, the very beginning, the ground up, you know? Because when I played Xenoverse 1, I was pretty much the casual player all the way through. Custom characters all day, cast characters useless, etc back then, but I'm like the completely opposite this time around. And the long and short of it is I wanted to start the channel to share the gameplay, tricks, tips, and tutorials with you guys as I got better at the game. For anyone else out there who, like me, wanted to take the game more serious or reach a high level of gameplay, or they just wanted to get better in a Dragon Ball game in general, without having to look at like cringy clickbait stuff or things that wasn't or weren't going to be useful in the long run, you know? And it would have been easy for me to flood the suggested box with a bunch of clickbait videos, but there'd be no substance and I wouldn't feel complete in myself. Like, I wouldn't feel as much of a connection with you guys as I do right now. I recognize so many of you guys in the comments on the stream, and we interact on almost every video, and it feels a lot more genuine than if I were to attract like 5,000 of you guys in a day with titles filled in all caps, and the video content itself was just filled with opinions or misinformation. I only made the goal to hit like, say, 100 subscribers by the end of 2016, but you guys tripled that, and it was one of the most amazing feelings ever to me. Like, when I had to look back at the subscription, like the list of subscribers, I was like, whoa, this did not just happen. And not even a full month later, we're in 2017, and I hit more than 500 subscribers. And I can't thank you guys at all enough. Like, I can't thank you guys for sticking around and finding something you like, you know? And if you guys want to give something a shot, just take the chance. The worst that can happen is you won't see what you want as the immediate result. Whether that comes from picking up a new sport, picking up a new video game, or doing content on YouTube, just do it. Don't wait. Don't have regrets. Tackle it head on and just see what you can do. See how far you can go. And if it's not for you, you'll know. You'll know the feeling when it's like, I can't do this. But if you got the persistence and you want to give it a shot, you can at least take the chance and you won't have well, maybe I should have, maybe I could have, you know? No maybes. Just give it a shot. Try it. And I've been making multiple videos a day for you guys since way back before there were even 5 of you here, and I haven't missed a day since, and I don't plan on missing a day if I can help it myself. And a longtime friend of mine you might know as Jim or Deadpool has been helping me with the editing and stepping up my videos as of late since around the time we finished the basic combo references, and we're experimenting with bigger and better things to bring to the channel that might transcend Xenoverse 2, you know, it might go farther than that, it might be, you know, anything, anything in the future, you know. Realistically, I've covered every advanced concept you'll need to be successful in Xenoverse 2, and there are over 290 videos on the channel, all placed in relevant playlists. So if you have to like learn anything or you need refreshers, they're there for you. You know, they're always going to be available for sure. And yeah. As far as Xenoverse 2 goes, you can expect more content in the future. I held off on continuing older series I started back during the beta because they would have been too scattered and like it would have been too much to throw them in terms of the content that I also have going on at the time. But maybe I can do something else for you guys. Starting this week, for example, I'll either be doing pop-up streams or random endless battle rooms on PSN to showcase you guys. I'll probably shoot out a tweet on Twitter letting you guys know when I'm going to be on, and you can just hop right in the endless battle room or the stream, and I'll drop a playstyle analysis or shoutcast on your fights here on the channel. If you've got a YouTube channel and you want me to promote it with the fight showcase, let me know and I'll have no problem sharing the same love you guys share with me when you guys share my videos around and you drop a like or comment or whatever, you know? I want to give back to you guys, and that's always been my thing. That's why these last few Gauntlet streams I've been giving you guys PSN cards as a sort of thank you, you know, because I feel like there's not much, like, this video ain't the start no drama or nothing, but I feel like I owe everything that I have right now in terms of YouTube to you guys. Like, there are 500 people out there who consistently want to see content that I drop, and I feel like that's one of the most amazing, like, I owe you guys that. You guys are the reason why I have something to do when I'm at home bored or something, you know? And it's definitely something I'm going to continue in the future for sure. And the weekly challenge Gauntlet streams are coming back next week Sunday with the 500 sub celebration, and my fingers are crossed and I hope we hit 600 subscribers or so by then. And if you wanted to know my goal for this year, I actually only wanted to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this year, and I plan to hit 100 by the end of last year. So we kind of already passed my, like, I can't get greedy at this point. It's like, hey, wherever we go, wherever we reach together, that's cool with me, you know? I'm fine with it. And the streams are, again, just another place for you guys to be able to hang out and enjoy the game and hang out with other people who want to play it without having to go into ranked and deal with the same old BS or deal with, you know, getting kicked out of an endless battle room for no reason. If I can help it and the servers aren't, like, you know, acting crappy the day, I'll be sure to let you guys get your games in, you know, so you can actually showcase these skills that you've been practicing and working on, man. And if you've been around since around when I got my new mic, you probably noticed that I love doing voices and impressions and whatnot, and I even dubbed over a scene from Dragon Ball Z. Who knows, in the future I may do a funny fan dub of something for you guys, and I'm glad you guys stuck around for whatever reason it was. Maybe it was like the personality or the tips or a combination of both. If you guys enjoy coming back to the videos, I do appreciate that, and I hope you guys appreciate the quality or the attempt at increasing the quality for you guys in these later videos that I've been doing. And the Dragon Ball Super reviews, I'll probably be doing those still once a week or maybe twice a week, just to catch up on episodes that I might not have done, just to catch up to the Japanese dub. I might just do that. But yeah, a lot of you guys checked out the Super review, and I appreciate that too. And it's just even though Xenoverse won't last forever, I'm hoping you guys can deal with some of the cringy humor as we take on other games or other facets of Dragon Ball stuff, you know. I've been a Dragon Ball fan at heart for the longest, so I'm definitely looking forward to finding things to bring to you guys, or like nostalgia things, even if that. And if you guys are in a Dokkan battle, I could look into how to record that. I also recently bought a copy of Dragon Ball Fusions for the 2DS, and maybe if I can find a way to record that, or if more Dragon Ball games do drop in the future, we can break them down just like how we did Xenoverse, with actual tips and information that you guys might need to get better at the game. I'm not really much of a news channel. I don't feel like, I feel like if you're subscribed to me, you have to at least be subscribed to Rhymestyle, if not for anything else but the news, because he's a very entertaining guy to me in most cases, and the news that he gives is pretty much like that's where you should take your relevant information from, you know, because he has like that insider information or like ways to get it, and he's a really cool guy anyway. Follow him on Twitter if you're not, like, he's funny as hell. But I'm hoping you guys stick around and we can have this conversation at 1,000 subs or even 50,000 subs in the future. Like, thank you guys so much for making something that was going to be a hobby for me such a fun way to pass time, because like I wouldn't have expected to still be doing this after like that first month, because it was hard at first. It was like I'm making videos, I'm putting in like 2 or 3 hours a day and they're like editing or getting better at this editing stuff to no one watching it. But sure enough, after some patience, you guys did come in, and there are definitely more of you guys coming in each day, and I appreciate every like, every dislike, every comment, like anything you guys have to say that can be brought to me bettering myself. Sure, you know, I'm down for it. And I don't really deal with like trolling or anything. Like, I just like delete you or ban you from the comments if you're doing stupid shit. Like, no one has time for that shit. But anyway, it's thank you is the most important thing from this video. And I'm hoping you guys stick around and we can have this conversation again and again and again as we keep growing. You can follow me on Twitter at SSJAipom or add me on PSN at SSJAipom and say what's up sometimes, or just to know when the streams or those showcase endless battle rooms go live. I try to reply to as many of you guys as I can, and I might just pull a Master Roshi and retire from fighting altogether to give you guys some time to shine with the skills you've picked up. I feel like that's the best course of action, because I'm not the person you should be looking for to fight. Even though I might be a pretty good sensei and you did see me bust some ass in the past, I might not be the best guy here. If you found any of the videos on the channel useful in any way, and you feel like they can help someone else asking similar questions or looking for similar tips, let them know about the channel, guys. They might even become like your new sparring partner or something, you know. And I won't hold you guys up anymore in this video, so I'll end off by saying thank you one final time for all of your time and support, and I'll be seeing you in the very next video. Take care of yourselves, guys.